Hello, 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 hello. There we go. We're back in Transport Fever now. I would have been when we switched the screen over, but somebody reminded me about 40 seconds before the countdown ended that they hadn't had their little pre-show CHOC. So there we go. So yes, so we are back. We're not from outer space, but just we're back. And I was looking at the wood line, and I decided that we're going to get rid of 6 of these. So 1, 2. Some this side as well. 5 and 6. Okay, so we're going to get rid of those. Actually, we were going to get rid of 12, I think. Another 6 to go. What? 5. 6. The reason for that is there was almost 60 of those on the line. And we're just going to start time up again. And what we're now is, now that we've gotten that thinned down, going to do the vehicle replacement, and we're going to do a replace now, which will cost us 1.18 million. So we just need to have enough money for that. I'm going to replace them. Oh, yeah, that's not what I want. Let's do that quickly. Good. Replacement, replace now. Yes. So what we're now going to see is they're going to come in, obviously the ones that we haven't sold. Come in and will then change to the new version. Okay. Everything's running a little bit later here today. Seems like an intelligent idea, Josh. I know. It's a strange concept having an intelligent idea, particularly on this channel. But I think that's the simpler way through. That isn't quite as labor intensive as what we did last time. So that's let's just turn this one around for a second. Let those ones go through, because that's causing quite a backlog. And then that'll mean that our little section through here won't be plagued by these wood deliveries. And the wood deliveries will then increase, which means that the plank deliveries will increase, which means that the product shipments should have increased. So we'll be able to then build up our infrastructure for all of this other stuff that's coming off of the refined oil. So looks like we've still got plenty there. So we'll see this one here. So this one's going to come in. That one's just done it. Oh no, that one's in to sell. Okay. Let's get some new... We've got some money. Let's get some new steam lorries on the planks line. So this one is also coming in to sell. This one's coming in for delivery, so this is the one that we're going to see. And we already sunk the money, so we might as well see the benefits of it. And, the disadvantage of that, kind of in comparison to what we did last time, is what we did last time was one at a time. So the cost was spread out over years. In this case, we had to build up capital, and you come up, you want to. Someone wants the lap. So we have to build up all the money in advance and spend it all in one go. But there we go. He feels like he's entitled to lick the desk because I had my food not so long. There we go. And there we go. Out goes a steam lorry. That completed the transaction. You saw a lot of different things going on there. Here comes another one. We'll zoom in a little bit closer for this one. So this should definitely increase the reliability and the decrease the frequency for our, or the wait time I should say, for our, what's it? Got a lot of planks waiting there. There you go. So that's what's going to happen with each of these as they come in. And we can also do... Yes, I know you're there, and you're a lovely little dog.
All hands brace for impact.
Planks. Why have we got partial oil shipments going? You go back. Why have we got partial oil? Rules wait time 10 please. Production. Okay, so we're not getting a lot of orders. I think that's again probably a knock-on effect of the wood. So getting potential orders is down there. It's down to 4. I think that's a reflection of the fact that we'll have, yeah, we've got a whole bunch stored here. We've got more stored here than is not. We've just not got the supply for planks, so we definitely need to have more planks going up there, and then that'll start to fix itself, I believe. So there we go. Thank goodness I don't need to be using WASD on this. Right, so it looks like again we might be in a position to start to put a few more vehicles on the oil fuel line. We know that's going to make us money. We can see that that queue of wood has gone down. See bunches of logs heading off. Like so. Excellent. So that's good. So that should now hopefully keep pace. And we should be having less of this kind of shenanigan. With horses holding up lorries. Wilson now decided he doesn't want the lap, I think. There we go. He's jumped out. God love dogs. I don't know why, but apparently you have to. Yeah, let's try and keep these moving. Doodly-doodly-doo. That should be the last time we need to do that for them. They're now free and clear. We're starting to upgrade our other ones. See the fuel going back to Hialeah. There. Let's get a few more on this. On this line. Plastic goods, Tallahassee. It's turning a profit. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's profitable. Good. Some of them are not as good as others, but so let's see. Now got a queue forming here, which is fine. Because once we start to get more this going, should hope start to see things pick up. Really? Oh, that's fuel. That's going to fuel Elizabeth. Sorry. We're starting to ship. Oh yeah, of course we're starting to ship product over there. It's corrupting our lines of goodness, as it were. Oh well. We shall learn better next time, maybe. There we go. More planks heading up to the factory. Should then start to utilise that stored stuff. So you can now see we're starting to get we should be getting the potential up for plastic. Yep, so potential production's gone up. Potential is increasing from where it was. It was down to 4, I think. Which then means we should have the potential. Yeah, so potential again was down to 4 for the refined oil, and it's now back up to 24. So starting to recover that. Small fleet of crude oil going that way. Oh yes, it's oil. And he's stuck behind us, that one. That means that our first steam lorry has now overtaken the last horse carriage. Even though we'd sold 4 or 5 in between, so there would have been a big gap. Well, a relatively big gap. So, but there we go. Okay. Those ones have a clear shot through. So it's going to make a huge, huge difference to our supply chain. Hopefully also to our profits. And it's going to set us up ready to be doing more of this with the other ones. Speaking of which, we haven't actually looked at anything else for a little while. Now more queues of planks here. Let's get some more steam lorries on this. Thanks, please. Still got a nice queue of oil coming in, that's fine. Steady stream of fuel going out, back to Hialeah. Fuel going to Elizabeth. Also fuel and oil going to up here. Plastic production is... We got the potential back up to 42 now. Nice. Right. Tallahassee. We're poor for product, but that's fine. Production for that will ramp up. Mediocre for fuel. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But we've definitely got some product waiting there to go back on the plastic line. Given the distance, we might start to take that off full load. We'll see. Certainly value in taking those back. Oh, it's going back on the planks line. Excellent. Planks line is doing it too, as expected. Okay. What I have done, I'm just going to test something. What I have done is, I think, because I've not been seeing the Twitch channel point redemptions recently, I think I've managed to solve something on that. Let me just try this 1 second. I have. It worked. My thing worked. I get a little verbal, well, audio, when that goes in. Hopefully it doesn't work when we do the sound effect one. So to check that that.
Squeeze!
Yep, it doesn't work on that one. Yay! Perfect. So why have we got? Yeah, let's get some more on this line. Oh, no, not that. Want to set oil fuel. But yeah, so we're doing well for wood. But we've got one that's heading back. So I think we calculated it roughly about right for what we need for that for the moment. We'll obviously keep an eye going forward. Still got horses getting in the way, but at least we haven't got to manually manage it quite as badly as we did have. There we go. Okay, so now let's look at planks. We want more planks going. Let's get planks going. They're also delivering goods as well. Need more plastic going. Okay. This is what I was hoping to get to last time, but obviously we needed that. I perhaps made the wrong decision by going with the horses on the wood first off. We should have just gone to steam lorries and accepted that we'd have to upgrade the oil line rather than doing it the opposite way around. But still, who knows? We're getting there. So that's the plastic line. That's good. We'll eventually get that a bit more saturated so that it's good. See, some of these lines are getting confused with things, but that's okay. Just gonna let that one go. There's 4 behind that one. By the time they catch up to this one, they'll be so close to the depot it won't matter. Excellent. That's good. We've got more on fuel at Elizabeth, so we might need to kind of sell that. Oh, we needed to let's put some more on steam at Elizabeth. But we'll also that just reminded me, seeing that old horse. Also need to go to our museum depot. We need to buy the map. Need to rename that Museum 3. Okay. So that's now in there as well. What we'll do is we'll start to look. Road vehicle 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, we've obviously got vehicles now that are running out of lifetimes. So I'm going to take the auto replacement off on these lines. Turn that off. It's off on that one. That's cool. Smith off. What I'm going to have to do is do similar to what we did with the wood. on these ones. And passengers, Elizabeth Salt Lake. I think we're going to just put those over to place now. Change the vehicle to the Mac. We do a replace now. That would cost us 371. Let's do that. So we'll get the passenger vehicles all changed over. So that's an easier one. Then all the cargo. What's the idea of the museum vehicles? Well, great question, Josh. You always ask some really good questions when something doesn't make sense. I love that. So there's an achievement that goes right the way down here. First one is kind of antique. Keep a train built before 1900 running until the year 2000. So for that, we've got a little train that was built before 1900 stashed away in our train depot there. And the second one is the museum line. Build one line containing at least one of every passenger road vehicle that was available between 1850 and 2020. So that's what we're building up there. It costs us money, but the amount of money that these vehicles cost us when they're just sitting there in the depot is minimal. They cost a lot more money if they're running. So my strategy on that achievement is to leave them in the depot, just kind of ticking over, not costing too much money. And then come the time just before 2020 or just on 2020 when you've got all of the vehicles that are going to be released, you throw them all online, send them all out for a few minutes, you get the achievement, and then you throw them back in and sell them. Or just leave them in the depot. So that's the idea there. So I think I did explain it in one live stream a while ago, but you may have missed that, or you may have just not been in that live stream, so that's fine. But yeah, that's why we ask questions. As I always say, the only stupid question is the question that you do not ask. So, thank you. So, there we go. Get those going in, picking up planks and heading out, and then we've got all of this lot coming in to drop wood. We've got a shortish queue of wood vehicles here. It's good. Happy enough with that. Got continuous stream. Still need more on this line. So just keep topping it up just a little bit. Because we just, yeah. We'll get to the stage again where we get the next level truck and the capacity makes a big difference, I think. So we've got Elizabeth line backed up there, and we've got... That's okay. So things are going well to up here, I think. We've now got a queue of stuff for the plastic. We've now got a lot more production potential. Try to deliver more oil. Well, yeah, they need to produce more oil for us. So we now... Yep, so we're getting... It says potential 0. Wow. Definitely need to ship more oil, so let's get more... Let's get more going on here then again. Good evening, Quizzy! Welcome, how are you? I know how you were earlier, but how was the rest of your day? So let's see how we're doing here. We've got a queue of ones there. Got those doing that. So hopefully we've got a good rating Yeah, we've got a good rating for the food coming in. Excellent. So we could probably start to upgrade those, but we're going to get on to the Elizabeth ones first, I think. Now, we've got a lot. We've got 150 food here. So I'm just going to have a little look at the food billings and see how much we've got on the food billings in terms of vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we've got over 60 vehicles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shed some from the back end of this. We're going to build a road depot here. And we're going to get rid of some up here. So we've sent their deliveries in. Get that down to, I think, less than 60. Once we've done that, we'll do the same kind of replacement. So, try and get it down to 8. Yeah, try and get it down to 8. That's what we're aiming for. You've been out to town today. Well, excellent. I hope your weekend was good. I meant to say that earlier, but I got distracted. I hope your weekend was good, daughter in London. Awesome weekend. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. Sore feet because you walk so much. Well, that's the best thing to do in London is walk it. You spend half your time just getting up and down the escalators if you use the tube. So particularly if you're in kind of the middle of London. So yeah. Oh, I remember it well. It's been a while since I've been up there, but I think one of the last times I went up there was when for my mum's birthday, and it wasn't her birthday. It was like months before her birthday. Mostly because of the timing of what I'm about to describe. But we went up there, and I'd said to her, "Oh, we'll go shopping." And the initial plan was, daughter's based in Poplar near Canary Wharf. Oh yeah. But yeah, so I'd said to her, "Oh, we'll go shopping out on the weekend." And I said, "Oh, we'll go to Brighton. Get on the train, go to Brighton, be fine." And then when we got there, it's like, "No, we don't need to queue up for train tickets. I've already got them." Well, how did you already got them? Well, we're going to go to London instead. And so she started to get suspicious, but she didn't know what to expect. And my cousin came along as well. And so she was suspicious and fantastic, but she didn't know what was going on. And then we got there and we kind of had a little wander up. think it was towards what particular end of Oxford Street. And then, okay, so what do you want to do? Because we've been up and down a little bit. Okay, well, and I said, was there something that you wanted to do? Because she'd actually suggested this herself. Was there something you wanted to do for your birthday? Need to sell 2 more. Excellent. Nearly there. And what it was she wanted to go and see Sister Act, the musical. And so I said, oh, well, that's interesting. Because what if I told you around this next corner? She said, oh, do you know? I said to her, do you know where it is? She said, no, I don't. It's over the other side of London, I think. And of course it wasn't, because I'd already knew where it was. And so I said, what if I said it's just around this next corner, and we've got tickets, and there's a matinee performance, and we're going to go and do that. And she was absolutely blown away. So, there we go. My work is near Moorgate, Liverpool Street. Oh yeah, I used to work at a place that was near Liverpool Street Station. Many years ago. You went to a jazz swing club on the Green Note. Oh, cool. Or called the Green Note. Hello, Steam. Hello, Steam. Let's get a shout out for Steam. Shout out for Steam. I managed to find my button.
All hands brace for impact.
So it looks like the Twitch shout out command seems to have gone away. The kind of platform based one. Okay, so now we've done that. We should have the requisite number that I wanted to have. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we're going to do the replacement. And we place those. Going to place them with a steamy lorry. Not a lorry that's owned by Steam, but with a lorry that is powered by Steam.
When you say a little help, that usually means something's broken. All right, I'm on my way. Oh, were you parked on the?
Little help. I've never used this before.
Oh, derp.
Yeah.
What if I jump on the end? No.
Yeah, funnily enough, that doesn't help.
Thank you, Brew, for the random dirt video. And also Quizzy visited Bethnal Green, Camden, and out to Alexandria Palace on the Sunday. Nice. Seems like you managed to get around. Well done. So now we've got our replacements going on. So we're going to start to figure out what we're going to do on the Elizabeth line, because look at the amount of vehicles we've got on that one. And we've still got stuff queuing. But it's going to take a while to replace those ones. So let's look at what we've got going on. So Billings is doing this.
I'm trying to get home.
Brew is trying to get home. He's still trying to get home. The good old easy days, lol. Well, yes. So, indeed. It's always good old easy days. So we've got a lot here. I think we're going to not have enough money to replace all of those, because it's just 8 of them. We've probably got 16 there. Yeah, we've got 18 rows of them there, so I think we need to really thin those out a little bit. Then we'll be able to replace them all. So, of course, that was Minecraft, though, wasn't it? When you were trying to get home, you were stuck in the nether somewhere, if I recall correctly, on that one. So I think I actually still have a video clip of that was, but of course from my perspective we didn't actually see what was going on, because by the time I saw you, you were back to where you needed to be. So like I say, we're going to slowly siphon off these vehicles. Then we'll start to replace them. Actually, I might set the replacement now so the old vehicles start to get replaced. Let's do that. Replacement, replace with a steam lorry. Thank you very much. We'll turn that on. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. These ones haven't long been replaced. But we've got what? We've got Fuel Elizabeth coming in. Oh yes, okay. So how is everyone doing? Steam, how you doing? What you been up to? When are you streaming next? Yes, same for Brew as well. I forget to ask those questions of the streamers when they're in, because I just get focused in on what's going on. Okay, so that's thinning it down. Excellent. Left one. I'm not. Just gonna keep selling them till we get down to the number that I want. We can see our nice new Mack buses running. Not sure I'd want to go to Black Rock Vegetables, but there we go. There we go. Okay, so I think let's have a look at how many we've got left now. 2, 7, 9. 16. I'll get us down a bit further. We go 50. Given distance we're covering, take it down to 10, I think would be good. This one's going to be a little bit of a hybrid, I think, so I might have to, just to keep product moving, I'm going to have to probably just buy some manually. On the Fuel Elizabeth line, that's what I thought. You need 25 minutes more for your save game to load up on TF2. Lol. Well, that's like I said, that's some dedication to mods, bro. That's all I've got to say on that one. Not that that's a bad thing. I think you have too many mods and you just downloaded more. Oh wow. Yeah, I forget who it was. Someone was talking about. I think it was Trainman was talking about kind of the replacement of vehicles, because what I'm doing is a little bit. It was a bit manual yesterday, and that's. I think that's where Trainman mentioned it. It's kind of having the ability to change them over at particular points, rather than just doing the sell all, replace all. But there we go. Don't know what mods there are in terms of replacing the vehicles. So let's see what we've got after selling these. 3. It's a lot easier on the TF2 in base game. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, being the complete non-completionist that I am, I don't have to get all the achievements in Transport Fever before I move on to doing Transport Fever 2. It's just not a requirement. So, yeah, so that makes life easier, right? Completely not a completionist. Just saying. Just saying. I discovered when I powered up TF2, I hadn't played it for a long time. I haven't played it really hardly at all. So we're going to buy some steam lorries up here. Set them going on that line. And we're going to carry on. Just going to have a little look at that. So now we've got... Oh, where are we? To go. We'll just keep selling these ones off the end. Until we get down to the number, and then we do a replace all. Can't do them with mods on TF2, so not bothered. You need your 37s. Ah, okay. Well, I figured it was vehicles more than gameplay that you were probably getting the mods for. Just because that makes more logical sense to me. For you, obviously. So we're starting to seed the steam lorries on. Like I said, we're doing it manually at the minute, but when we get down to the number, we're just going to get the rest of them on. Replaced. 2. It seems to take such a long time for these to load and unload. Possibly because we're using the tram stop, the bus stop, but there we go, who knows. Bit of a traffic jam in the high street. Just a bit. Prefix with ooh ah. Oh dear. Do 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 do. There we go. Here's our first batch of steam lorries coming down. Beautiful, aren't they? Well, maybe not. They're certainly faster than these things. Maybe not at loading and unloading, but... There may be an issue with that, so let's see if we can fix that because they're taking way too long. Let's see what we can do is... Oh no, we're doing an unload, so that's fine. That's all I would have done was change it to unload. So let's have a look at where we are. 2, 6, 2, 5, 6, 10. So we're about where we want to be. So let's just check that. Yep, so I think we're going to initiate the replace all, assuming we have enough money. Place now. 1.7 million, yes please. Thanking you very much. So what should now start to happen is these should start changing, heading up to go and load. On. Run, 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 go, go away. There we go. Peoria East. There we go. There we go. Boom. I'm actually going to just try and experiment. See if that works better. Still the same. Still the same. Never mind. Okay. So that's gotten that one moving. We replaced Billings. So how's Billings doing? Billings is still... Oh, look at that. Billings is about to get a flood of trucks. There's another flood of them here. Just let those go. Should have probably been keeping a closer eye, but there we go. We've been busy with the other one. Okay. Excellent. So that. So this will all work itself out as time goes forward. Bits of congestion. Just a bit of congestion here. They will start to work their way through, I think. So those ones go. Surprised that we have one of those. I must have missed one just before we did the swap over, which is why that was holding things up. So yeah, so let's see how we're doing over on our... Oh, so we've got plenty of fuel and stuff there. So let's get some road vehicles onto the oil line. We're starting to push the demand again. Let's get some on the planks line. Let's get some on the plastic line. How are we doing? Got production 40. We've got a relatively healthy supply chain going there because it's not being negatively impacted by the wood. Obviously got enough that we've got a little bit of a queue of vehicles, but we've got them fairly evenly spaced out. So that's good. Excellent. Ah. It's 1907. Goodness me. Where does the time go? And let that just adjust again. Some more on our oil line. Oil fuel line, that is. Okay. See more food heading down. So we did have that big gap where we were just selling them there. We'll start to sort that out. And we can see we've got a queue of vehicles to take food down to Billings. Excellent. Okay, so we want to probably... How many vehicles do we have on the Food Salt Lake? Food Salt. Quite a few of those. It's not as many. Just going to straight up replace those ones. Just going to straight up replace them. Just going to let that happen over time. We don't have the money to... I think we have the money to do a replace now all for that. So there we go. Looks like the queue's coming down there. That's good. Queues come down there as well for oil. Throw a few more. Few more back onto the plastic line. Oh, when we've got some money. We won't do it when we're negative. Starting to get that, as we get enough vehicles, we get that saturation point of them getting back at the right time to pick up the next lot. Which is really what we're aiming for. Don't really want queues of things waiting particularly. That's fine. It's all the Salt Lake City food trucks, so those will get to... Let's just... those there quickly, that's all right. Line. See the age. So we've got some of those that have been replaced recently, so we will need to do a replace all in a little bit when we've got the money. So we won't replace those younger ones, and they'll just be getting in the way. Queue for Billings has come down drastically. See how that works over a little bit of time. May need to have a little reimagining here. Station somewhere. It's going to be as effective as that. To cover the that's not going to do us as well, unfortunately. Well, look, this one's changed. It's now Brown and Hendrick. That was Blackrock Vegetables before. So we're starting to get the ones that have already changed over coming up now. We'll see how these ones handle it. If they wait as long. It seems to be waiting a time. Hoping that will start to be less of a thing.
All hands brace for impact.
Just change that to that, see if it makes any difference. Don't think it will. That does seem to be a bottleneck for us. Do about it. I think it is because we've used the naughty method of doing it. So let's see. That's that. That's not doing as much. So if we were to do a truck station, that would need to wipe out most of that side of the road. Or we could wipe out these houses maybe. 4 buildings, 340,000. 500,000 and we could actually do that. About this side of the street. If we just took that one out. I'm just going to pause for the cause. There we go. Not the video, just the game. So that one, if we were to destroy that, what would it cost us? 75,000. I'm thinking if we managed to kind of put a road in there and just put a cargo depot in here, we can probably get the traffic to come in, flow out, and still be servicing all of this. So that's what we're going to look at doing. So yeah, so let's see that we can do that. So let's destroy that. No, can't destroy it. Why did it not allow us to destroy it? Yeah, that's not great. That totally scuppers the plan. Okay, maybe we have to do it by actually doing something rather than just doing destruction. Maybe. No. There we go. Oh, we didn't have the money, that's why. That's why. Okay, so now we've got that. So now let's go with our little plan, which will still fit that area. Fantastic. So, okay, excellent. So what we're now going to do is amend the line to, no, not that one. This one. To go, instead of to 9th Street, go to the Exchange. Do an unload. That's going to cause absolute chaos. But it should hopefully get rid of this situation. So let's unpause. It'll stop that bottleneck being a bottleneck. So that should hopefully... There we go. So now let's see how that works. Just too much traffic, and obviously for small amounts you can drop the goods at these bus stops, but when you've got a lot of stuff happening, so we'll also modify Fuel Elizabeth to do the same thing. So we're going to go there, there. I'm going to leave that in for the time being, just so that when we start to see them coming into here and dropping the fuel here, we can then remove that, because they're going a much longer distance and I don't want to actually it's not that much longer. It is a fair distance, so yes, with horses it was less of a problem. They just seemed to drop it. The unload speed was a lot quicker. And these ones just seem to wait for a lot longer. I'm not quite sure why that is, Josh, but if we look, let's have a look at the in the by road vehicles. So if we look at the horse cart, we've got a loading speed of 1. We've got a loading speed of 1, but we have got a higher capacity. So maybe it's the capacity issue, I don't know. So let's see what can we do with these ones. So let's see if we've got some fuel ones inbound. So what I'm going to try to do is see if I can divert it to Elizabeth Exchange to see if it will drop the fuel there. So let's keep an eye on that one. It's just... see if we can just reset the ones that come after it. Without losing the goods. That's the important thing. So now we should see. Next one coming out here is heading... Okay, so as of this one that's coming over the bridge now, they're all going to head for Elizabeth Exchange first. Oh, and they've gone a more direct route as well. Excellent. Well, I say more direct. They're going along this road instead of going down and around. Okay. Perfect. So if this works, we can remove 9th Street from the route. That's the word. Obviously, we did have to destroy one house, but that's probably the better option than trying to maintain what we were trying to maintain. So it does mean we're going to be waiting for the buses, but that's okay. Kind of makes sense to have this little behind the scenes cargo delivery point. Okay, so it's not going to drop them there. It is going to insist on taking them to 9th Street, but that's okay. So we've got probably not that one. Whichever one was the first one out. Not that it matters, so keep an eye on them. And when they start dropping here, we can drop the 9th Street. So if we drop the 9th Street now, all of this cargo just disappears. Which is kind of frustrating. There we go. Is that red flashing thing at the top a concern? Basically, no. What that is just saying this place is trying to ask us to ship more items. So, specifically, they want... they're just trying to ship more items. So it's going to be going off at different points, Josh, for different things. But yeah, so it's something I've been ignoring for a while. Let's get some more oil there. Let's get some more on the oil line. So we can put some more on here as well. No, not those. Completely bought the wrong thing. Fortunately, you get the full price back if you sell them straight away without using the... Okay, I'm going to send a bunch more on that. So, not really a concern, Josh, but thanks for pointing it out. It's given us an opportunity to do something to support that. So now we'll start to see these are the goods coming, or this is the food coming in from down the road. Okay, excellent. That's a fuel one, so that's probably not going to deliver here. Nope, didn't think so. Got a little bit of waiting for that to happen. Oh, there we go. It's like we're starting to see steady on the... What's it? We're starting to see the Billings line, the queue for the food going down. Seem to be happy with the amount of food being supplied. It's good. See what we need to do if we can replace all on the Salt Lake line. 1.34 million, yes. So we're going to get all of those converted over, so we should have no more horses. It's not quite 1910, but by the time we get to 1915, we should have no more horses left. Okay, so it's not flashing anymore. It's not flashing anymore, Josh. We sorted it out. I was ignoring it, so if it was pestering you, then at least we've got rid of it. So. Mostly waiting for things to even themselves out a little bit before we start adding on this side of things. Looks like we got some more oil needed. So some more on there. Diamondback! Goodbye, horses! I'm flying over you. Goodbye, horses. I'm flying over you. Horses, I'm flying over you. Goodbye. I'm assuming that's song lyrics, but I don't know what that's. I don't know the melody. I hadn't noticed it before until it was flashing red. It has been flashing red at different points, Josh. But I have been ignoring. So again, we can probably add some more vehicles here as well. To the Banks line. But, says Diamondback, I know everyone's surprised. Diamondback doesn't normally say buts, obviously. It's very out of character. And of course, Diamondback on YouTube is saying butts backward. So if your butt is backward, you should be on YouTube. If your butt is forward, you should be on Twitch. Interpret that how you will. It's because you were trapped in the mirror. So Diamondback on YouTube is in the mirror universe. So... Such fun, such games. There we are, okie coco. So, got stuff happening up there. I'm going to just see what happens with this one. Because we should hopefully soon start to get the ones that are going to unload here. I'm just seeing we need a little bit of a intervention there. Let's see a queue up on my bridge. Okay. Still not. What I really would like, I don't know if you have this brew, does it have an option to kind of skip a stop and just carry straight to the next stop if you don't have cargo that needs to go to that stop? If there's a mod for that, that would be really cool. If Brew's still there, he might have dipped to go and do his own thing. Yeah, that would be a cool mod. Okay, yeah, conditionals on a stop. So it's going to skip this stop if if you don't have any food, skip this stop and go to the next one. You don't have any passengers, skip this stop and go to the next one. You don't have any XYZ, skip the stop, go to the next one. So I probably ought to look to see if that's a thing. Okay, so still no. So what I am going to do is I am going to select one that's coming out now. Where? That's the next one to come on to Pure Elizabeth. Okay, I'm taking it out. There we go, and that's the problem because it's still in there. It's causing aggravation. So that's it. We're done. We're done. Done. So that's now going to have to re-evaluate itself. So all of these ones are now empty. I'm going to start shifting them around, sending them back to pick up. It's annoying, but we've had to do it because otherwise we'll never get to the point where we're delivering to the right place. And I want us delivering to the right place. Okay, there we go. Even though I put the unload in there, it was still being stubborn, shall we say. So we've got more passengers. Let's get some more passenger vehicles running. Back those on passenger line that we have. Okay. Have somewhat things going on. Vehicles. Some more on the plastic line. try to ship more plastic. You're doing all right, I think. But that says try to ship more planks. Ooh, who would have thought? What a concept. Let's check on wood. Wood still seems to be good. Keep high production for an upgrade in 3 months. Nice! Try to ship more logs. You make them, we'll ship them. Yeah. Even more on the oil. Fuel. Doing on the yeah, this one. Oh. How to ship more livestock. Okay, well, we can have a look at that. These. So we've got most of those changed over already by the looks of it. Still a few not quite changed over. Obviously, where ones had already changed over, doing the replace now does change them, but the value differential is less. So you're basically replacing a $20,000 car with a $25,000 car as opposed to a $5,000 horse with a $25,000 car or whatever. So that's cool. And I say car, I mean truck, lorry, a Majingrizer thing. Obviously. Speaking only in technical terms today. Truck, lorry, Majingrizer thing. Obviously, technical term. Didn't work in the trucking industry, you wouldn't know that, but see? That's how it goes. Okay, so now we've got goods getting transported over to here to be taken to Hialeah, as well as the fuel. It's quite cool. I'm not unhappy with that. I mean, it's slightly frustrating, but it does mean that this has a higher capacity to manufacture things. Try to deliver more planks. Yes, we will send more planks. Send more planks. Get some more on here now. Wow. The first time in a long time we're going to add some more to the wood line. Oh, yeah, we got the upgrade. Got the upgrade. Gone from 200 to 400. No. Billings food, it seems to be doing alright. This one's at 400 capacity. Seem to be doing okay. So now let's check on the fuel line, because we should start seeing the fuel reorganizing itself to go where we want it to go to. I'll probably cut production here, but then it'll catch back up. Was that? It's interesting. So let's have a look at that. So that doesn't have the same reach as that. So I'm gonna suggest, actually, whilst it's readjusting itself, we need to do something different to that. We're going to truck station. No, not that. That's that one. Yeah, so that's. Yeah, that's gonna. Most of the. I think it's gonna be. Let's see. Going to cover all of it. It's going to cover that. That's going to cover. So
All hands brace for impact.
we'll deliver to both. That's what. See if that changes things. So Field Elizabeth, going to add in another unload stop at there. So hopefully that will increase the demand. Good. Plastics. Poor old Tallahassee. Might need to do something differently here as well, because we're going to have the same problem that we had before. Okay, so we are delivering, not plastic, we are delivering fuel, and we are delivering goods. Let's see what we can do something that's going to have for fuel, we want it to be going up here, really. Let's put one here. Cover the industrial. And then we want that covered by a different one. Maybe it's covering some of it. Cover the other side on the way back, I think. So, there. Just like so. Okay, so what I'm going to do is Plastic Goods Tallahassee. So that's going to be the one that's bringing the fuel up. So Plastic Goods Tallahassee on the way up is going to stop. No, where am I? I need to be in Tallahassee. It's going to stop there. And not Cherry Street. And on the way back, it's going to stop there. And not at Cherry Street. So there we go. Okay. That should do that. Plastic goods. So for the planks, I don't think the planks do anything other than drop anything back. So planks line. Hey, I can sort things out. Let's get some more vehicles on the flanks line. Diamondback, thank you very much for the hydrate and the posture check. Just give me 1 second and I will attend to those. Just going to alter the planks line so that the planks line goes to there. And then we're going to remove Cherry Street. Okay, excellent. So now we won't have that same bottlenecking thing happening here. Excellent. Okay, so, right, let's stand up. Got a posture check. As you'll have noticed, I have Fab maintenance is important. It is indeed, and I do appreciate it. Diamondback, and as you'll have noticed, because I've been missing them when they've come in, I have added a little sound effect automatically to alert me when people make a channel points redemption that isn't one of the sound or video ones. So thank you, and also the hydrate. So. Thank you very much. If I had my webcam active, that wouldn't need to be so noisy. But there we go. Where's the fun in that? Eh? That's what I say. Is the dog hydrated? That's a very good question. He does have water, Josh. So if he wanted some, he could go and get some. But that's a very, very good question. He is actually on his bed, bless him. Waiting for those magical words that I say in about 15 minutes' time. So bless his little cotton socks. So keep high production to get an upgrade. Fantastic. So we've got more being shipped. We've got more being shipped there. That's good. Let's get a few more on the oil line. Oil fuel. No, not oil fuel. That's the wrong line. I clicked it wrong. Don't listen to me. There we go. Now let's turn those around. There we go. Lol, patient Wilson. He's patient when he wants to be, Quizzy. He's actually, when I'm streaming, he's incredibly good. However, other times when he thinks that I might not be doing anything or concentrating on a thing, he makes his expectations known. He's a very communicative dog. So he will absolutely make clear when he is waiting on something. Oh, look, we've got quite a queue of wood here. Let's get some more lorries on this. Ow, look at the queue of oil. Jeez. There we go. Just got so many goods moving. Let's have a little look and see what we're doing now. So we've got our income is up to like 5.3 million per year. Obviously, we're putting a lot of that back into kind of sorting vehicles out and stuff like that. So But I think we've got a fairly steady base to build on. Certainly happy enough with it. Debating whether Billings should be kind of changed over to a full load here. I'm gonna try that actually. See how well that works. Obviously, it won't work too well on the other line. It risks holding up food coming in to actually manufacture stuff. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Do. Actually, I'm gonna have a quick look at something. Because I was starting to put together I was going to put together a compilation video of Wilson to have as a channel reward, and I haven't done it yet, as you can probably tell. Funnily enough, just going to see if I can locate something, because if I can find it. There it is. I found the folder. What can I play? I wonder if I can play one of them.
Are you pleased to be home? Are you pleased to be home? Oh, sweetie. Where are you going? Where are you going then?
I've got one. We have a target. I'm just going to see if I can figure out how we can play it on the... I'm going to use Mix It Up. So we're going to kind of... Just going to do a quick video. Diamondback's getting around to saying hello to Quibbut and Jobut. Well done, well done. So we're going to do an action group. Want to do? It's not a dirt bid, but we'll just do a new action group. There we go. New action group. And go overlay. Sorry. It's the comments about Wilson. I've been meaning to do it, so let's do this. Overlay. Images and videos. This is going to be a video, and it's going to be that specific video. Where is it? That. And where is it? Is it not showing me the path? Show me the path. As we had, we're going to do troubleshooting and upgrades and stuff all online, because why not? And so video files. It's not the right format, so we're going to have to handbrake it. To handbrake it into an MP4 format. Stand by. Okay, so that is okay. Let's start the encode. This is I'm tentatively blaming Quizzy for this one. But it's not really a blame, it's just... Oh no, did MP4... Oh, it'll... Let's just relabel it. Should work. Same difference. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Ooh, lol. It's all good fun. So we're going to go about 70% volume. Width in pixels, height in pixels. What do I do for the other ones? I have no idea. Let's save that for now. Command name must be specified. Oh, command name. Test. I'm just going to have a look at one of the other ones. We will get back to our regularly scheduled program very shortly. But I'm just going to look at other ones. Overlay. Video 64360. So we're going to go a little bit more than that. We're going to go with the summer size ones. Does that one look like? Twitch channel points. Yes, it is Twitch channel points. So what do the fat want it the same size as the Fad Dad and so forth. So 120, sorry, 1120, 630. 2630. So we wouldn't want it to be anything less. Okay, so let's save that and let's test run it. There he goes. That's the little mischief. This is what he's like when he's asking for something.
Are you pleased to be home?
This was when this was literally the first day he came home.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Little touch of Wilson. So I will make that better. All them sloppy dog kiss noises. Well, yes. So there we go. he was very excited to explore his new home. He'd been 6 months at the rescue place. So half his life at that point, because he came home on his first birthday, and he'd been given up at approximately 6 months old. So he'd spent about half his life with his first family, and then he spent half his life at the rescue place. And then he's been here, but he's been with me for more than 2 years now. So he's spent that's now, yeah, he's been with me 2/3 of his life now. So bless his little cotton socks. So, like I said, I will figure out what kind of dog is he. He's a Pomeranian cross Shih Tzu. So they abbreviate that as Pomshi. So yeah, that's at least that's what I'm told he is. So yeah, Pomeranian cross Shih Tzu. So he's got the fluffiness of a Pomeranian, but he's just that little bit bigger. And he's absolutely got bounce. Of course, if we were to do a different video, I won't do, because there's actually music in the different video, and it was a YouTube video from the rescue place that had him. But I could actually just go and get the link to it. So I'll get the link and post the link. So if you want to have a look at it, you can have a look. Give the typing. Go. Pop that link into the chat. Less for adopting it. Well, I believe firmly that the best way, Quizzy, is for having a dog. The best way is to adopt, is rescue. And I've always said that because I think there are just so many dogs in the world already that just need love. So actually paying sometimes unscrupulous breeders, and some of them are legit, but some of them are unscrupulous, to breed more dogs when we don't need more dogs in the world, and some of them just need to be loved and housed, as evidenced by my little girlie. And unfortunately, although we are coming to the end of the stream, that does mean I am going to have to play that. I'm going to have to play that reward as well. So just bear with me a second, because we're going to have to look at my little girlie, who was also a rescue, but unfortunately didn't get as much life as I would have liked for her. And yes, Quizzy, that was my gorgeous girlie. Again, also a rescue. She came from a different place. Wilson was rescued locally. Summer came from Romania. And yeah, unfortunately, she had a condition that meant that she didn't live as long as I would have liked. So there we go. Thanks, Josh. I did that. I did a different video because the way I process my grief is I kind of make like a little video clip of memories, because it just helps me, because I it's almost like a desensitization. And so that's what I tend to do. So I did that with Dad. I did that with Summer. I've got many happy memories of Summer, Quizzy. Particularly, you saw her running through the tunnels in the woods, through the kind of the drainage tunnels, and she was scared of those initially. And it was I encouraged her and trained her with like the canvas tunnels here at home. And so she was just so thrilled and so excited to be running through those. She absolutely loved it once she got over her fear. And so just little memories like that of having helped this poor defenseless little creature to overcome some of the fear that she'd gained from a long time ago was just absolutely worth it. So, and I wouldn't have traded that for the world. I just would have wanted some more time, but we can only get what we get. Because she didn't even make, and I've just done the wrong thing again. What am I doing? I'm trying to pause it and it's not working. There we go, let's pause it. Because we've got these set wrong as well. I've managed to set these ones wrong. Because I'm a derp. I'm a derp, I'm a derp, I'm a very big derp. So yes, so she didn't, I don't think she made 5, which was somewhat unfortunate. Let's just... Just going to change these ones over. There we go. Okay. So there we go. So that should be all of those changed over from my initial dirt. There we go. Okay, so we've made some good progress. We're about 1912 now. We're going to hit the pause button. We're going to save the game. We are up to number 3. So there we go. So we've got more wood that needs to be transported. Everything needs more. Which is good because the high demand means that we've got things hopefully set up in a way that's sustainable and going to fuel growth. We've got 4 million in the bank. We're turning over now 6.5 million per year. So we really are growing. Things are moving along very nicely, Josh. Despite my best efforts to completely mess it all up, I'm actually succeeding. No, I'm not actually trying to mess it up. You know what I mean. So there we go. So we're going to leave that there for today. I'm going to say thank you to everyone that's been watching. I'm going to go to the outro screen. And then we're going to get to do the usual fun, where I get to say thank you very much, Diamondback, for the hydrate and the posture check. Thank you very much, Quizzy, Josh, Diamondback, Brew, Steam, for keeping me company in the chat. That's always, always, always appreciated. And yeah, thank you for anyone that's been just lurking in the background. You know, again, always welcome. We love to have people just kind of along for the journey, as it were. So let's, for those of you on Twitch, we're going to have a look to see who we can raid. Hopefully there'll be someone live. Shadman's been watching. Well, thank you, Shadman. Again, I always appreciate those that lurk because, yeah, you don't have to say anything to be counted, as it were. Oh, the raid thing's not working very well. Okay, so what have we got? So Resender's just ending. We've got Badgers on D4, so let's go over to Badger and see what's going on over there. So do look after yourselves, and thank you again for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your evening or day, wherever you are. Chabon was also eating at the same time. Well, it's rude to speak with your mouth full, so absolutely. So here we go. So I'm going to take you all over to Badger. Do give him a watch and a follow. He's a good chap. And I will catch you again on Thursday. And the daytime stream is going to be Mr. Prepper. And the evening stream will be Stardew Valley. So take care, everybody, and goodbye for now.